On this week's edition of the Overtime, we're taking a look at what a draw NEU is for international students. Then, the outcome of the Flagstaff Lady Eagles heading to the 4A State Championship. All that and more on this week's edition of the Overtime. Good evening and welcome to the Overtime, Northern Arizona's only sports show. I'm your host, Brandon Martin, and joining me is our sports reporter, Megan Triplett. Megan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Brendan. Thanks for asking. I'm excited to jump right in the show. We have a lot of fun things to discuss tonight.
NEU has always attracted international students, and senior track and field thrower Matilda Rowe is no exception. She says Flagstaff reminds her of Norway, so she feels right at home. Our sports reporter, Ava Nichols, continues her series on Lumberjacks abroad.
Matilda Rowe grew up watching her older brothers throw. Rowe said she got started throwing at a very young age. Her parents were coaches at the club in Norway that she trained with.
I liked doing all the events, like throwing events, so I did everything. And then as I got older, I realized that I like discus more.
Her mom was her coach back home. Rowe said it was nice to come to a team that felt like a second family. Rowe chose NAU for two main reasons.
I chose NAU first and foremost because I wanted to be part of the track and field program here. I also really like the outdoor environment, the mountains and the trees. It reminds me of home a lot.
Rowe hopes to represent her team well as they close out the season.
It's my last season here. I'm really excited to just go out there and do my best and give it my all. And I'm super excited to see what my team can do.
Ava Nichols, NAZ Today.
Moving out of Arizona, the state of New York legalized sports betting back in January, and wagers have already reached $2.5 billion in just 5 weeks. While this has brought nearly $80 million in tax revenue, this is worrying to gambling and addiction specialists. The ease, speed, and easy access to place high-stake bets can be worrisome, as they have the potential to entrap newcomers as well as tempting those who are trying to recover from gambling addictions. It has been reported by the Office of Addiction Services that they have had an increase in calls to its gambling hotline by 46%. It's incredible to think that within the first month there already has been a profit of over $2 billion. I'm interested to see if the newness wears off anytime soon or if it creates a whole new issue within the sports world.
It's almost like Flagstaff Eagles girls basketball team has been under a curse. They can't seem to beat the Final Four, no matter the talent, but that all changed on Monday. Overtime sports reporter Tori Smith has the story.
Flag High girls basketball made it to the last round in the state championship game. Even though they took runner-up, this will go down in team history. Flag High coach Tyrone Johnson says he is proud of his team and how far they've come.
Well, you know, this team, they just bought in, they worked together, they liked each other, they enjoyed each other, and so it was fun just to witness their growth throughout the year and to finally get over that Final Four hump and for them to be able to play for a state championship game. I mean, I'm definitely proud of them.
Johnson has watched these players grow up to be the talented women they are today.
You know, you just enjoy seeing them from their freshman year to their senior year, the maturation process and the commitment to, playing and making our program what it is.
The players, of course, were thrilled to make it to the championship round and on a school day.
Today was overall good. I got to class early, and I love that. And then the ride down was great. We did a little bonding on the car ride here, went to the mall. It was great. It wasn't the outcome we wanted at the end of the day, but it's fine, it's okay.
Although they did not win the game, their outlook on the season, as well as their team bond, remains strong.
On our team, we have a little bit of cliques here and there, but those cliques are strong, you know? They're like all my little sisters, because there's a lot of young girls on the team, and my bond with this group is way stronger than the other ones.
And at least the team knows the curse is gone. Tori Smith, NAZ Today.
All right, moving on to Major League Baseball, the league, the owners, and the players' union met in Jupiter, Florida earlier this week in hopes of finally reaching a deal for a new collective bargaining agreement before the start of the season. After months of what looked to be zero movement in negotiations, the two sides were in intensive discussions Monday night, with the start of the regular season hanging in the balance. No deal was made, but the parties agreed to talk on Tuesday for one final chance to strike gold. Needing to reach a deal by 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in order to have a full 162-game season, the league offered what Commissioner Rob Manfred called their best offer before the deadline. The MLBPA declined the deal unanimously, leading to Manfred announcing in a press conference that the 2 first series of the season have been canceled. If no deal is reached soon, the games will be lost as well, leaving the fate of America's pastime hanging in the balance.
Don't go anywhere just yet. After the break, sports reporters Megan Triplett and our weekend reporter Dallas Cooper will debate. Stay hip with us.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
I'm so proud of you, son.
Then, we went on Thunder Shark 3 times.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
All right, guys, welcome back. I'm here with reporter Dallas. Dallas, I wanted to get your opinions on how you think the men's and women's Big Sky Championship is going to turn out.
Well, for the men's side of things, I think that Weber State and Montana State are going to be the ones making it to the championship game. On Weber State side of things, Kobe McEwen, averaging 18 points per game, is the engine that runs that offense. And on Montana State side of things, they are led by a dynamic duo. The dynamic duo of Jabril Bello and Xavier Bishop, each averaging 14 points per game. Those are the ones that I think are going to run them and lead them to the championship. Now for the women's side of things, I think that's going to be Southern Utah, who are 13-6 in conference play. The Thunderbirds have absolutely just dominated. And on the Lumberjacks, on the side of things, I think that they're going to make the championship. They are 11-8, and I feel like they're going to do absolutely great.
All right, well, I got to disagree with you on the men's. I have to stick with Northern Arizona. I think that Jalen Cone is a wonderful player. As long as he has the support that he needs, I think that team can go far. As for women, I will go ahead and agree with you on that. I think Northern Arizona can make it far. You know, there's 5 seniors on the team, so I hope that the season ends how they would like it to.
I definitely hope so too. And on the other side of things, for our next topic, we have high school sports. Now we have Flagstaff girls basketball, and they took on South Point Catholic High School in the championship game. So what did you feel about that?
You know, I thought it was an unfortunate loss for Flagstaff. I think they were just completely out-rebounded 54-24 by South Point. If you know anything about basketball, rebounds are really important, so they definitely did lose that game there. However, with Gracelyn Nez being a senior this year, I know she's had a wonderful impact both in volleyball and basketball. So I know that there's a lot of juniors coming up that Tyrone Johnson has spoke about in a few different interviews, and she's made a wonderful contribution to the team, so I think that they'll follow her in her footsteps.
I definitely agree with you on every single point that you made. Rebounds is a big part of basketball, and you can't score the basketball without having the ball in your possession, and that's what rebounding does. And on the other hand, I definitely feel like the Flagstaff younger generation has a chance to do something big this next coming year. This season, this team laid out the map for them, and this next team just has to follow the map and just get back to the championship, and hopefully this time they can make it to the top and do what they hope to be done. So, well, that's all we have time for our debate tonight. But stick around after the break for your inside look at what's going on in weekend sports.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Welcome back to the Overtime. I'm your weekend preview reporter, here to fill you in on what is happening this weekend for Northern Arizona sports. Starting off with collegiate sports, NAU men's basketball has a matchup against the University of Idaho up in Moscow this Saturday. The Lumberjacks are number 9 in the standings and are looking to go into the Big Sky tournament with a win to end their regular season next week in Boise. Next up, we have NAU men's tennis. The Lumberjacks are hosting their first conference matchup this Sunday against Eastern Washington University. The Lumberjacks are riding the hot hand as they come into this match with 3 straight victories. Moving into high school sports, Flagstaff baseball goes up against Mojave this Saturday. The Eagles baseball plays at 12 and 3 p.m. at Flagstaff High School. The Lady Eagles softball teams are set to play in a 3-game tournament today, starting at 8 a.m. Both teams are looking to build momentum for this early stretch of the season. Lastly, Coconino High School girls tennis takes on Lake Havasu. The Panthers have started slow with 2 losses, but are looking to turn their season around, hosting the Knights. We have a lot going on this weekend. Megan, Brendan, what are you guys looking forward to most?
There's certainly a lot to keep an eye out on this week. The Big Sky basketball season is coming down to the wire with crazy finishes and upsets that keep every team on their toes and keep them fighting for every seed in the tournament, which is happening in Boise, Idaho all next week, where myself and a few other NAZ reporters will be there.
I've got to say, I think I'm most excited for high school basketball and softball to finally be able to get back to it after that crazy snowstorm last Wednesday. I know games have been postponed left and right, but I'm eager to see how Coconino and Flagstaff High continue to perform this season.
There's definitely a lot to look forward to. That's all we have for this edition of The Overtime. A special thanks to our sports reporters Ava Nichols and Tori Smith, as well as Dallas Cooper and Megan Triplett for joining me tonight. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll see you right here on next week at 6:15 for the next edition of The Overtime. Have a good night.